Good. Alrighty, it's 5 p.m. I'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. Alrighty, we'll begin with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we'll do a quick roll call. Dr. Barr.
Here.
Mr. Freshour.
Present.
Dr. Miller.
Here.
Mr. Chapman.
Here.
Mr. Benny.
Here.
All righty, and I'm here. We're good to go. We don't have any delegation, Lisa. Okay. All righty, we'll move into reports and begin with recognition of Golden Horseshoe winners. And I assume that's Dr. Minnie and Mr. Payne. You have the floor.
All right. We have two winners this year, guys. One of our first winners is here with us, Alan Chapman. And he is going to be a Golden Horseshoe recipient this year, and will have the chance to go down to Charleston to participate in the 19th ceremony. So Adley, if you could come on up. No, and meet with Dr. Minnie, please.
A picture.
Yeah, yours being blocked. There we go. I don't have her. And I don't even have yes, perfect. You're good. Yeah, I'll probably do that space now.
Congratulations.
Somebody in the box. I don't know who it is.
I do want to recognize our second guy. He could not be here. They have started their summer already. But Preston, or his name's Charles Greenlee, but he goes by Preston. And he is our second winner.
Congratulations.
All righty, so we will move further down and go into the Calhoun Gilmer Career Center Administrative Council report. Dr. Barr?
Let's see, when we met, we recognized Mr. Carl Collins on his retirement. He has been a welding instructor at the Career Center for several years and also been Faculty Senate President and leader in Skills USA. Let's see, go through my notes here. The Career Center received an enormous grant from the School Building Authority for $2.2 million. This grant's going to be used to replace their security system, HVAC, and internet. And then, let's see. We recommended for the position of welding technology instructor, Mr. Trey Fulton. For evening ALC, Mr. Wesley Self. And we approved the 2024-25 school calendar. Is there anything else to that, Dr.
Well, we discussed the school calendar, but we have a discrepancy in our calendar. And I've asked Mr. Frazier to look to see if maybe we can amend our calendar to better help the Career Center, because if not, we're going to have two different spring breaks.
Yes.
And it's only a week apart. And instead of making people split and decide one way or the other, I thought maybe we could, with the board's approval and with the state's approval, amend our calendar so we don't have a big gap there. And so we're working on that, and that might be something that we share at the June board meeting.
All righty. That will move us down into the consent agenda, and we'll start with the minutes.
I make a motion to approve the minutes for the consent agenda on
May 13th.
May 13th.
Second.
All right, it's been properly moved and seconded to approve the minutes of the May 13th, 2024 regular meeting. Is there any further discussion or amendments to that main motion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries. All righty. We'll move into finance. Ginger, is there anything that you need to update us on?
No, I don't think so. Thank you for coming up.
Okay. Anybody have any questions to Anything in finance items? All right.
Make a motion to approve the bills for payment as well as the budget supplements and transfers.
Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded to approve the bills for payment as well as the budget supplements and transfers. Is there any further amendments or discussion to that main motion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries. All right, that'll put us down to new business. And we will start with approval to place all Neola policies out on comment. Dr. Manning.
All right, you'll find the policies for review under the policy tabs on board docs and contained in the book First Draft Clean. Neola will assist with placing all those policies out for comment. Our policy team have reviewed and edited policies and are ready for with these drafts. We'll be pulling policy 61, 20, and 66, 70. Therefore, I recommend making a motion to place all Neola policies except for 61, 20, and 66, 70 out on comment for 30 days.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded to approve the superintendent's recommendation to place all Neola policies except 6120 and 6670 out on comment for 30 days. Is there any further discussion or amendments to that main motion?
Just want to say for people who out there that aren't familiar with this, we have been replacing our entire policy manual this last year. It's been a concerted effort with everyone from the board office, administrators, teachers, support staff, board members. Everyone's worked extremely hard to get all of these policies ready to replace our policy manual that hadn't been updated since the state took over Gilmer County Schools. So that is a major accomplishment for everyone. I want to thank everybody for the hard work and congratulations. We deserve at least a pizza party.
All right, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries. All righty, we will move now to approval of the FY25 budget. Dr. Manning.
I just recommend to make a motion to approve the fiscal year 25 budget as presented by Mrs. Altizer, and as you have a copy of it there and as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded to approve the FY25 budget presented by Ms. Altizer. Is there any further discussion or amendments to that main motion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries. All righty. We will move to approval of cabinet bid. Dr. Manning.
This is some of that COVID money that we were discussing earlier, and we're really happy to be able to do this project. And this is almost all the project. It's the top wall cabinets and the tables that shoot out from the wall in the home ec room. I know most everybody here is familiar with that room, and
This is sorely needed.
it's sorely needed. It's in rough shape. Now we're replacing that with stainless steel. It's pretty expensive material, but it should last forever. And Mr. Frazier has a letter here that recommends Douglas Equipment to purchase the wall cabinets and work tables from Douglas Equipment for the food service class. And that would be the top wall cabinets and the work tables for the home economic room. And I make a recommendation that we accept Mr. Frazier's recommendation, the lowest bid, Douglas Equipment, for $35,961.34.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded to accept the superintendent's recommendation from Mr. Frazier and then for Douglas Equipment in the amount of $35,961.34 for the wall cabinets and work tables. Is there any further discussion or amendments to that main motion?
Is that just the items, or does that include installation, or who's installing? Right.
It's the cost will already be budgeted and approved, and I believe it's for the items and the installation. No installation? just for the items.
And for anybody that doesn't know, that this is coming from the COVID money that we have left over that has to be spent by September. So
Dr. Benny, does that cover the 4 units or the 4 sections in there?
The 4 sections, the tables that, I want to say tables, but the sections that come out from the wall and the top cabinets, it, it's a section of tables. Mm-hmm.
Because they were in better shape than the tables were.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries. Alrighty, we'll move on to board member pay. Dr. Manning.
All right, the legislature increased board member pay to $260 per meeting with a maximum of 40 meetings per year. It is suggested that the board vote to always pay the max as permitted by the code, and that code was $260 per meeting for a maximum of 40 meetings. They reduced the number of meetings per year. I recommend making a motion to always pay board members the maximum amount as permitted by code.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded to accept the superintendent's recommendation to always pay board members the maximum amount as permitted by code. Is there any further discussion or amendments to that main motion? I know the discussion we had when we went to the school board training conference, it was a question of when this needed to start. So I don't know if, Ginger, if you have a question, or has that been decided, I guess is my question to that.
That's a really good question. We were first told, like, immediately, like, June 6th, I believe, is the effective date. But we were advised by the attorneys that all of those should take place July 1st. So I believe it should be July 1st to make sure that we're in full compliance.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries. Right, and then we'll move to the last item, approval of the pre-K contract. Dr. Manning.
The pre-K contract for the 24-25 school year is attached for you to review. I make a recommendation to make a motion to approve the contract between Central West Virginia Community Action, Head Start, and the Gilmer County Board of Education.
So moved.
Second.
All right, it's been properly moved and seconded to approve the contract between the Central West Virginia Community Action Incorporation and which is Head Start and the Gilmer County Board of Education. Is there any further discussion or amendments to that main motion? I assume that's similar to the same contract as last year, Dr. Benny.
Seems to be.
Okay. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries. All righty, we have no old business, so we'll move to personnel.
I move pursuant to 6-9A-42 of the West Virginia Code that the board go into executive session to discuss personnel and personnel matters which, if discussed in public, might affect adversely the reputation of any person.
Second.
All right, it's been properly moved and seconded to go to executive session. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries. All right, we're reconvened in open session, and we'll start with the professional section of the personnel agenda.
All right, this is a recommendation for hire. Kelsey Hickman, elementary teacher, 5th grade, 2024-2025, Gilmer County Elementary School.
Make a motion to approve the professional section of the personnel agenda.
Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded to approve the professional section of the personnel agenda. Is there any further discussion or amendments to that main motion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries. All right, we'll move into service.
All right, first is resignation, bus operator James B., effective 5/17/24. Next is hiring of Stacy Stoniker, substitute aide. And hiring Lynette Boggs, cook, Gilmer County Elementary School, 24-25 school year.
Make a motion to approve the service portion of the personnel agenda.
Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded to approve the service portion of the personnel agenda. Is there any further discussion or amendments to that main motion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries. Extracurricular, Dr. Minnie.
This is to accept the resignation of Jacob Yoakum for Gilmer County High School Student Council Advisor, effective 5/24/24.
Make a motion to approve the extracurricular portion of the personnel agenda.
Second.
Okay, it's been properly moved and seconded to approve the extracurricular portion of the personnel agenda. Is there any further discussion or amendments to that main motion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Motion carries. All right. There's no continuous improvement, so that'll move us into the superintendent's update. Dr. Minnie.
Just a few little things here. I want to celebrate the end of school. We had our end of the year staff ceremony, and I think it was very well received. And I appreciate some of the board members that are there and recognize all the other board members that couldn't make it. We're only going to have one board meeting in June. It's going to be June 10th. We do have a 4 p.m. work session that day. And just a few other dates I wanted to give you a heads up on. June 18th, of course, that day was a board meeting, and we're proposing to cut that day, make that June 10th, one meeting in June. June 21st through 22nd is new board member required training at Canaan Valley Resort, and I want to make sure all the new board members have access to that date, and we got you scheduled out and signed up and ready to go.
During the folk festival?
Yes. So, sorry about that. You're out at noon on Saturday, so you'll be able to make it back for the Saturday. But other than that, we should have our end of the year is here, and everybody has come to the end of the year celebration and been recognized, and we gave out service pins, and I gave out several different types of awards, and want to congratulate Diane Sharps on her retirement and very many long years of service in several different capacities, including coach and athletic director and teacher in Gilmer County Schools. We really greatly appreciate her service. And if there's any other retirees out there, we'll have to celebrate them after, but she was our only retiree this year. So one last thing is I want to make sure that we get together with Calhoun and follow back up before June 10th on that calendar amendment.
Anything else, Dr. Minnie?
That's it.
All righty. We'll go to board member comments and start with Dr. Barr.
No comments.
Mr. Freshour.
No comments.
Dr. Miller.
I think I've already said, brought up the Neola. That's a major accomplishment, and thank you everyone for all your hard work. Everybody here worked really hard, and all of our support staff and teachers and administrators. And it's gives us a great foundation to move forward on in Gilmer County. Thank you.
Mr. Chapman.
No, just thanks to Diane Sharps again and all of her. I have very memorable, I don't know, I guess times with Diane as well. I remember her teaching and coaching, and she coached my sister. And Mrs. Altizer, thank you. The budget, we're
Yes,
finally
very
getting
much.
some stuff that we can recognize and understand and follow along. And like, I see what you're doing, and I just really appreciate that. And to have our principals back there, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for closing out another year. That is one thing. I mean, we have some disciplinarian problems sometimes, or some discipline problems, but, you guys did good this year. Just want to say thank you for keeping her streamlined.
Our academics are going
Yep.
through the roof.
You're good. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. I just want to say again, congratulations to Diane from the days back in Normantown Elementary. She would haul me home and everything else. She always made sure that, we were safe in the gym and, took care of us and tried to give us a positive learning environment. Again, Miss Altizer, with the budget this evening, thank you for, giving us something like Brett said that we can, actually go through and make sure that we're on track and use as a reference, because we've not had that in previous years. Again, just thank everybody in this room. Everybody works hard at Gilmer County Schools. The furthermore we can get out there and, tell people what we do. It's storytelling kind of. It's a business, but it's storytelling too. So that's all I have. If there's no other board member comments.
Motion to adjourn.
All right. Is there a second? Been properly moved and second. We adjourn the meeting. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Meeting adjourned.
I'll see you over there.
Oh, I'm getting changed. I'll see you.
I don't think I'm gonna have time.